This is a front subframe from an Audi A6 C6. It basically holds the engine and gearbox in place, and it's attached to the body of the car on these 4 points through these pretty big rubber bushings. There are basically 2 common problems these subframes can have. First of all, there is the rust, and then there are the rubber bushings, which are gonna get worn over time inevitably. But first, the rust. So, these cars are inevitably getting older and older, and if they were used on winter salty roads, then you are gonna get rust on the front subframe. This front subframe is also from a car which was used on winter salty roads. However, as you can see, this is basically the upper part of the subframe, and there is not much rust on it. However, if I turn it around, then on the lower part you can clearly see some rust on it. And sometimes you can even find cars with actual rusted out holes in the front subframes. And in that case, obviously there is no turning back. So in that case, you have to remove and replace the whole subframe. In this case, it would be enough to clean the subframe from rust and paint it with something. However, if you got a car like this and your subframe is still in a good condition, then it's definitely worth it to at least protect it with something, put some wax on it or something like that. Now let's move on to the rubber bushings. So as I already said, there are 4 bushings in this front subframe, and on this particular subframe they are worn, so I can even show you how worn they are. If I put a screwdriver in the hole of the bushing and wiggle it, then you can clearly see that the sides of the bushing are already cracked. On this side, the rear bushing on this side is also cracked a bit, but it's not that bad.
Not great, not terrible.
Then on this front side you can clearly see that it's also cracked a lot, and it has a big amount of play. And the last rear bushing also has some play, and it's also a bit cracked, a bit more cracked. So when the bushings are worn like this, or not worn too much, then you will feel this kind of a strange rocking, unstable, wandering feeling from the front suspension if you are driving through road imperfections, or if you are driving on a not good quality road. However, if the bushings are worn completely, like if they are completely shut, then you can even hear knocking noises from the front suspension, well, from the front subframe. However, the front subframe is not gonna fall out from the car, because in the front it is held in place by these aluminum brackets, and in the rear there are these metallic plates which are bolted to the body and to the bushing of the subframe. So the subframe is not gonna fall out from the car even if the bushings are completely worn out. However, you will definitely hear knocking noises from it. Additionally, you can check the condition of these bushings while the subframe is still mounted on the car. Because let's be honest, every idiot can check the condition of these bushings on a subframe which is removed from a car. So, if you would like to check the condition of these bushings from under the car, then that's pretty much impossible. Let me show you why. So as I already said, there are these aluminum brackets which are basically bolted into the subframe, into the front subframe bushing on both sides, of course. And because of this, you can't see the condition of the front subframe bushing. And you can't really check the condition of the rear subframe bushings from under the car either, because they are again hidden, in this case, by these metallic plates. Of course, if you would really want to see the condition of the bushing, then it is a bit possible to somehow see at least part of it. But, well, it's not helpful. If you can't see the condition of the bushings from under the car, then you should definitely try to check them from the engine bay. Because from the engine bay, you can actually check the condition, at least the front subframe bushings. So you have to remove the engine cover, and if you look specifically between the body of the car and the engine, then you can perfectly see the condition of the front subframe bushing on this side. From this point of view, you can clearly see if this bushing is cracked or not. And in this case, as you can see, it's perfectly fine without any cracks. The other front subframe bushing is obviously located on this other side. And to check it, well, checking this particular bushing is not that easy as on that side. However, if you look pretty hard, even on this side, you can see somehow at least the condition of the bushing. Replacing these rubber bushings is unfortunately not that easy. You have to basically remove the whole front subframe from the car. So you will have to jack up the engine, remove the front control arms, or basically detach the front control arms from the subframe and remove the subframe, and just then you can remove the old bushings and press in the new bushings. However, if you find a mechanic who is also a bit of a magician, then it is somehow possible to replace the bushings without removing the whole subframe. To top of that, you also have to pay attention while putting the subframe back. First of all, because of the bolts. The bolts which are holding the subframe have to be torqued to a pretty big torque, and they should be replaced every time they are removed. If they are not replaced when they are removed, or if they are not torqued up properly, then the side of the subframe, one of the four sides of the subframe, can be a bit loose, and in that case you can get a creaking noise from the subframe. So that's another thing you should think about. And the last thing when putting back the subframe, so there are these metallic positioning things, this metallic positioning tool, which you should use when putting back the subframe. This tool should be positioned into these two holes, like this. And it has to line up. Both of the holes have to line up perfectly, on both sides of the car, of course. If these two holes on both sides are not lining up, then the subframe is not going to be aligned properly, and that's obviously not good.